This made me laugh.
This is actually
So Tyson has his podcast he does on the Tyson Ranch.
Yeah.
And he's getting real with this dude. And this dude's like, no, you don't believe that. And Tyson punks the shit out of him. And the way the guy changes his tune made me laugh so hard. He's like, oh, no, you right, dog. You right, dude. He threatens the fuck out of him. Watch this.
Hey, listen, you look at a guy like me at this stage of my life, I'm doing good, got a couple of $100 million properties and stuff, right? And I hate myself.
No, I know you don't.
Look at you, nigga. You look at you, nigga. Look at you. You gonna tell me how I feel about myself? Nigga.
Come on, really?
Who are you, nigga? Who are you to tell me? Who are you? Period. No, this is who I am.
Right, I respect
This is
that.
who I
But
am.
me and you go so way
I
back.
know, but listen, this is just some people have. You don't know what I seen.
That's so true, though.
We're gonna watch this.
Yeah.
That's so true. Yeah, I haven't walked in your shoes.
I would love to hear Tyson go, but it is how I feel. No, I know that is right. You're right. You're right.
Shit, but then again, I think I'm beautiful. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm the baddest nigga on the planet. And when I think like that, that is my sin. That's my shame, my guilt. But I'm the baddest man on the planet.
Right.
I'm just so, I hate being who I am and I'm nothing. Being from Brownsville, I'm nothing. So I created this I am Mike guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I feel that. Yeah, you know, you're great. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
You made me laugh so hard.
By the way, that switch happened quick. Tyson was like, this is who I am. And the guy was like, no, he's not. He's like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, you're right.
That would piss me off too. Like, I'm with Tyson on this. Like, he was getting real and he's like, yeah. He's like, no, you don't. He's like, dude, how the fuck are you going to tell me that that's not the truth?
Is he still like just pure scary? Is he top 5? You're like, that's still a scary motherfucker. You did, but you don't want to see him fight. You're not even going to watch him fight. So you think you could take Tyson?
Yes.
100% sure?
100%. Does he know jiu-jitsu? Does he know wrestling?
No.
Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. I'm not going to stand and bang with him.
Yeah, no.
No.
How many of those punches do you think you could take?
None.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to, he's not going to have opportunity.
How does
I'm
that
going to take him down like this.
How does that work? I'm sure he has a puncher's chance on your way in to land one punch, right?
You should be tough, dude.
Is that because you have to educate me, please? So say you got a boxer who doesn't know jiu-jitsu at all, but
it's
is
like
at the top
Conor
of his
McGregor
game.
Floyd Mayweather fight, right?
So if
it was a street fight,
because Floyd Mayweather doesn't have knockout power. So you find me somebody who could knock you out with one punch.
I mean, Floyd can, especially for the common fan, but yeah.
But not with Conor. Right. So say Tyson could knock you out with one punch.
For sure, anybody.
But if a guy knows jiu-jitsu, because you're standing up in front of each other, isn't there even a second where you're standing up in front of each other where he has a chance to land a punch?
You'd be tough, especially someone who's like experienced in MMA.
Tell me why.
You know what I mean, because you can close the gap so much and control his hands and then just trip him down to the ground. And then you're going to land in full mount.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know enough. So,
because you're going to come in just fully.
And he's going to throw one or two.
Sure. But, you know, you're going to block that.
So if you were going to say somebody who only knows jiu-jitsu and only boxer.
The jiu-jitsu guy will beat him 99 times out of 100.
Is that right?
100
Bar fight or in the ring?
99 times out of 100. Unless you, like, say he gets lucky and that punch gets through. But if it's a guy who's covering up and then trips him down,
right?
Fuck, dude.
Even if you're starting at a distance and you can back up a little bit, none of that matters.
I don't
separation.
I mean, he might be able to land an uppercut, but if it's a guy who knows like at least some fundamentals and distance control, and he throws that punch and he just slips under and grabs a hold of him, you're fucked. Jiu-jitsu guy be a boxer 99 times out of 100.
And does it matter if it's in public or in a ring? Does either place favor either one?
Doesn't matter.
Man, that's the scariest thing.
It's like a line and a shark, and then you're putting that line in the water. The line's fucked, dude.
No shot.
No shot. Unless that one lucky punch lands.
This is the
So you
scariest
gotta bank
thing.
on that.
Because jiu-jitsu guys can look like Ed O'Neill.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it used to be if you went to
jiu-jitsu reference, but sure.
But I mean,
or Kenny Florian.
Yes.
Like, you ever seen Kenny?
The only reason
like,
I
you'd
say,
be like, oh, that's a dork. I'm going to fuck that guy up.
Ed O'Neill's
He's gonna-
somebody's grandpa, dude. And
Yeah,
he
but
could beat the fuck out of most average people, yes? Isn't he
I
like a
don't know.
purple belt?
I think he's a
belts
black belt under Horian Gracie.
That's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah, I mean, Al Bundy is 90, dude. But, you know, and he moves like a tortoise. But I'm saying, like, the best example is, like, Kenny Florian or who's Kenny Florian's boy? The jiu-jitsu wizard.
Oh, Ryan Hall.
Ryan Hall. You ever seen Ryan Hall?
No.
Bring up Ryan Hall. If you saw him in a bar and he was trying to steal a girl, he'd be like, you're bigger than him. You'd be like, dude, I'm going to twist your fucking neck off. He'd be like, oh, really? And he's the best in the world in jiu-jitsu. And
This guy?
Yep. That guy.
That guy?
Will twist your fucking... So not only will he twist your face off...
But he's got the same muscle tone as Jared Goff.
Yep. And he will shatter your ankle into 70,000 places. You will be doing
That's
rehab for
crazy.
the next 3 years.
That's bananas to me. Wait,
He'd beat the shit out of Mike Tyson.
for real, without a doubt.
Beat the shit out of him.
And is this all like when you... And again, help me
He's
with
a
jujitsu
master.
a little bit. Is jujitsu... Is that where you're using somebody else's body weight against them?
Somewhat. I mean, the original form of jiu-jitsu was made for smaller guys to beat bigger guys. But there's some of that to it. But also, he's just so technically sound. Like, look at him, dude.
I don't... Like,
Look
I don't
at
have
Kenny
any...
on the left. You're like, dude, get the fuck out of my face. And he's going to beat the brakes off you.
How heavy is this dude?
Ryan Hall fights
Ryan
at
Hall.
55. So he's probably walks around 165, 170, but just thin and just a dork.
It's like this dude looks like a long distance runner.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you were like, he's holding his Boston Marathon trophy, I'd be like, good for him. Yeah, he looks great.
Monster.
Those
guys are out there.
Yeah, that's the scary thing about bar fights now. Is that
That's why
you
don't-
never...
don't get in a fight?
No. You know I'm not.
No, I'm not either.
I mean, I might wipe dog shit on your window, but I'm not...
Sure, and run away. I'm not either.
I'm not getting in a street fight.
No,
sir.
Ryan Hall's a nightmare, dude.
How about when I get off stage at the Laugh Factory, right away you go, bro, I figure out what you look like. I'm like, what? This is in front of a bunch of other comics. I'm like, what? You're like, you look like a Rottweiler who got his shit together.
Oh, you do, bro. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, dude.
Grab that mic, son.
You do. Look, bro, look.